Hey everybody, this is Tippy.
And this is Joe.
And you're listening to the Tippy Jo Show, sponsored by BetterHelp.com/The Barn.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Tippy Jo Show. I am Joe as usual, and this is my beautiful Tippy. And
Hello.
we are here with Bands Around Town.
Hi,
How's it
ladies.
going, boys?
Howdy.
Now
Good,
this is Jimmy and John.
Yeah, Jimmy John.
Jimmy and John. Jimmy John.
We're fast.
Look, they're
Oh.
fast. Freaky fast.
How we doing today, gentlemen?
Doing really good. Doing really good.
Woke up. I'm pretty lucky.
Yeah, that's what I say. I try to remind myself of that also.
Yeah, every day's a good day when you wake up.
That's right.
If there's two ladies that are two other people that work as hard as we do, they're sitting right next to us.
Aw.
I don't think so, because
Right.
I was even analyzing myself the other day, and I was like, these two bust their asses. They're everywhere, and I don't even know how they
That's
do
true.
it.
Magic.
I do
Yeah.
think it is magic
Well,
because
give us a
how
little
in
bit
the
of
world?
magic.
Yeah, John.
We got a fast car.
John. How many times?
And I
was
don't let him drive.
That's too
John, how
funny.
many times was I in the hospital last year because of overexertion?
Oh,
my
my
God.
A
goodness.
lot.
But I love doing it. I
Yeah.
can't. It's like a drug.
Let's take it back just a little bit. I know you guys have said that you've been friends for a very long time. How long has this friendship been going on?
A little over 10 years, isn't
Yeah,
it?
a little over 10 years. Yeah.
Very
Yep.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
is that
my wife and I had a antique shop in Doe Run, and she passed away. Well, he used to come in there, and when he was married, and most of his band, Dreamcatcher band, they come in there and they buy stuff and junk. I got to know him. We talked music. I could tell he was a musician, and he could tell I was, because I was selling musical instruments and stuff. Anyway, we got to talk, and then when my wife passed away, he got me out of the house to, go with him with the band. And
Yeah.
stuff. So that's how we became friends.
Well,
Now you
that's
want to hear my
nice.
story?
Yeah.
I was in a bread line. John drove by. No, I'm just kidding you.
You are too crazy. You guys
and
are
he
too
was so
funny.
generous. He picked me up and took me and
I
got
gave him
me.
a quarter.
Yeah. Just couldn't get rid of him after
He
that.
couldn't
Huh?
find a cup of coffee, so he came back.
I love it.
Excuse me.
You're
Not
good.
supposed to do
You guys
that.
ever seen Jay and Silent Bob, right?
Who?
Jay and Silent Bob.
Who's that?
For what?
No.
Watch Clerks.
Do they
or
play music?
Mallrats. Yeah, they do.
Well,
They do a little
sometimes.
bit.
But you know what I was thinking? Okay, you've never seen it, but now you're going to have to go and watch it, anything with them in it, because in that they say that they're each other's hetero life mate. It's not gay.
I don't know.
He's like, I didn't say that shit.
Could you
Okay.
rephrase that? Maybe some
That's
Yeah, we don't
so
talk
funny.
pride when you get past 50. Or when you're
You
past
guys.
70, you don't talk pride.
You guys are cracking me up. Let's talk a little bit about Bands Around Town. How long has Bands Around Town been a thing? And Jimmy, I know you started this on your own, so I want you to lead us into that a little
Well,
bit.
actually, John's been there from day one.
Oh, yeah.
And I just got out a little bit more, and because he's a busy man, he's got a farm to take care of and a bunch of other stuff, and I was sitting on the recliner dying, nothing to do,
Yeah.
and I thought it's time to get out there. And basically, my story is I played music for about 40 years, and then I retired from that. And again, I was sitting on the recliner
Yeah.
and nothing to do. And I thought, well, man, I want to get back to the music community. So I grabbed the camera and went out there. We went through six or 8 cameras before we finally settled on something that really worked.
Yeah.
And we've been sticking to that. So it's all about giving back. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
It's
it's all about.
phenomenal. You guys have done
We-
phenomenal work.
Well, when we started doing this, that was, right towards the end of the pandemic, and there wasn't any places that had live music around. There's probably 4 that, that's our best guess that we found. And there's only like 4 or 5 bands that really were playing at that time, and we thought that was kind of a sad deal, you
Yeah.
know. So we got cameras and we were going to do a podcast like you guys did, and then we found them DJI cameras, pocket cameras, and we decided, we started playing with them, and then we found out, we go in and just do the bands while they're playing live, and then we were, we were going to record bands and that too on the side, but it developed to more than that. It got to be it was something everybody needed here. You know, the bands got their advertisements, and plus the places that have live entertainment, you know, that support it. It's good for them, brought them out customers, and we just kind of fell into it there from then on.
Yeah.
And then
It's a bit addicting. Once you find something that's good for people like that, it is, like you said, it's a drug.
We wish we could have done it younger, but see, you know, we were younger, there wasn't any Facebook or anything.
Yeah.
And we don't do YouTube because of the, you know, copyright infringements, you know, because we're all cover bands.
Yeah.
And now it's like a family, you know.
Yeah.
And,
Big old community.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's a music community. And, you know, hopefully we can get this whole street full of, you know, music places.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Restaurants
That would be
and
so
bars.
cool. That's the goal, you know?
Yeah, make this a new Nashville.
You just had a celebration, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we missed it, but you guys just had a big old party with.
The party was
Our anniversary.
huge.
Yeah.
How many
Third-
years anniversary? Third year?
Third year.
Yeah.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
We had 14 bands, and I believe it was between 250, 300 people were there.
That's
Awesome.
wild.
And they can't wait till next year to do it. But I do have an announcement that I'm going to break here
Yes.
on the Tippy Jo Show.
Please do an exclusive. You heard
You want to
it
do
here
it now?
first.
You want to save it till the end?
Well,
We can do
we
it.
can do it whenever you,
If you're
just
ready,
cue me and
pop
I'll
in.
let it go.
Okay.
So, but anyway, I'd like to take this time to thank all the bands. We are so appreciative of it.
Oh, yeah.
We feel lucky. You know, it's. I mean, John and I. Well, maybe John is a really humble person. It's funny. We play in a band. Just a little quick story. And I mainly play guitar, and I'm a pretty humble guitar player. But I started playing bass, and I told the whole band that now that I'm going to be the arrogant bass player now.
Oh,
and
that's
you know,
too
so it was fun. You know,
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, didn't that sound good? Wasn't that great?" But anyway, I'd like to thank all the bands. And, you know, me and John, we're just two old men with a camera. The bands are doing all the work
Yeah,
for
they're
us.
doing all the work. And,
So, and I want to let them know that Monday we had 30,000 views just from the party. And I just checked the numbers before we left, and the bands have gotten 250,000 views in 28 days.
That is awesome.
Holy
So we're on track to do what, 3 million views? And
Yeah.
we've already done 3 million, so we'll be at 6 million views, around 6 million views
at the end of the year. Yeah.
That's incredible, guys.
Yeah.
That's
I tell you,
amazing.
it's funny. I feel lucky.
Yeah.
John feels lucky. I mean, when you know, it's really cool.
Well,
I tell John all the time, we're Walmart famous. We can
Yeah.
walk through Walmart and everybody knows who we are.
Funny.
Bands around town. You hear somebody holler.
Well, as Tippy would say, you guys stayed consistent and you stayed with it. And even when you were down, you still stayed consistent or had someone else being like, you need to go do this for me,
Right,
please.
right.
Please, someone help me.
We had a lot of good people in the area, you know, that willing to help, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys said you're in a band.
Yeah.
Right now?
We're not in a band. We do a little
Well,
rehearsal once a week at a
yeah,
friend's house.
They jam.
Just-
That's what he's
I
posted.
gotcha,
We
little
jam.
jam
A friend of ours,
band.
I don't know if you've seen, you know, or us, you know, we do our reviews, you know, for the week.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we're at that's where we have it as our friends.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
he's got a real nice studio.
That is a very nice studio.
Yeah, I've
nice,
known
clean, big
Joe
space.
for a lot of years.
Yeah.
You know,
Got to keep the chops up. That's what
Yeah.
we play every week.
and we can do what we want, and we can go home at 3:00. Not 3 in the morning.
Right.
3 in the
3
afternoon.
p.m.
yeah.
Yeah.
When you say band, that's like 1 a.m. Okay,
Yeah.
we're not
That's
a
a
band.
commitment. We just go have fun, you know.
So, how many people are under bands around town right now? Because I know you guys have pulled in some extra hands to help out around town.
We have a total of 4.
Oh.
So we have one. We have a new Sherry, Sherry Rogers, who helps us with the lineup for where the bands are playing and what bars and venues and stuff. Because I used to do it all, and man,
It's a lot.
Yes.
Full-time job.
this guy here behind the camera, he knows all about how hard it is to do all this video editing and the time it takes. But anyway, so that takes a
Time
little
consuming.
load off of me. Brandy Crisco.
Yeah.
She's still hanging in there with us. Bless her heart.
Yeah.
And
she works a lot too, and when she can, she gets out.
Yeah.
And John and I, and that's the crew.
And and we like to shout out people. You're somewhere and you're at a place and you like the band. You got a camera.
Heck yeah.
Film it, tag
Send it
us,
over,
let it go.
Yeah, get some pictures, send it to us. We'll post it.
Yeah, that's great.
And then little information if you can. Who the band is and where you're at.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It'd be anywhere. Nebraska.
Right on. Yeah, because your page reaches, like you said, you're about to hit 6 million. So
yeah, it's funny because the pictures get more views than anything.
Yeah.
And all
the
the other stuff's the hard work.
Yeah.
And it gets it gets some, but not like the pictures.
And you take one photograph, you get twice as many views on it.
Right. So all the fans out there, get your phones out, take pictures,
help us out,
load them up. And I'd also like to mention that Bands Around Town has 2 pages now.
Oh.
We have our the normal one, our personal page, Bands Around Town.
Normal.
And then we made what's normal?
Little jokester up here.
And then the other page we have is Bands Around Town Group. And that one you can go to. Anybody can go. You can go to and advertise your business. Yeah. Bands can go there and advertise everything. And that
another outlet.
Way. Then I don't have to post them.
Yeah.
They can post them themselves.
Yeah, like a community bulletin board.
Right.
Love that.
Exactly what it is.
That's so smart.
So after going at this for 3 years, how many bands do you think you guys have?
Oh my!
I only know because we're working on a list. So but you guys have to be
We started off with 4.
Yeah.
And that's in this area. And then how many in this area have we covered so far?
I think we're up to 154.
Yeah.
In this area.
And yes, and I can tell your cameraman.
45 profile mile Farmington.
I can tell your cameraman we're up to 14 terabytes, so he knows how many video that is.
Yeah, I've never heard a terabyte.
Yeah, that's where we're at. That's why we need a bigger computer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We have videos of Ruby Lee.
Yeah.
From way back. When she was way before that, when she was really young, and then
14.
You need these for a documentary, Ruby?
Right?
Yeah, Raised on Radio.
Yes, and those kids are
when
going.
They were 15 and 16 years old, and now they're 19 and 20.
They stole the show there at our
anniversary. That's actually where we saw them.
Yeah, at Hub's Pub.
2-year anniversary at Hub's Pub. Yeah, so we came and they
came
played.
to this last one too, and they were even better.
Blown away.
Yeah. Rush, they play all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
I know all the other guys there. They said, "We'll just pick up our stuff and throw it in the trash. We're done."
There's a specific song that comes on the radio, and I cannot remember it right now. But they covered it, and now all I hear is them in my head when it comes on the radio.
Yeah.
I don't even hear the original. I just hear her.
It was either Warner or Journey.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah,
they do Rush.
They do Journey and Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the classics. They hit those classics.
Where everybody avoids.
Yeah. And it's so great because they are so young. So they've never heard those songs naturally before,
No.
Like somebody else had to play those for them. They didn't just happen upon them.
And they're real humble kids. They're good kids,
We had them obviously upstairs in the studio. But
I remember that,
yeah. But the craziest thing is that group of children was the most professional band we've ever spoken to.
Cool. Right.
All the kids. We thought that was too funny.
Polite, very polite people.
Oh yeah, very polite, very respectful.
He come up and said, "Sir, where do we put it? Where do we stage up at?" I said, "Sir, right up front of the stage. Just put your stuff there, and then when they go off, you take your stuff up there. Musicians don't talk that way.
Yeah,
we're just hey.
We don't like to pick a favorite, but would they be your favorite?
Young band, I would say probably.
Yeah, we really don't have a favorite. We love them all.
There's so many good ones. It's hard to pick.
Yeah, no, we want
like
them
to make our musicians pick.
We want them all to make money. We want them, continue on with their music. Fame and Fortune, they're a great.
Oh, they are. Yeah, that's another young one.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Fame and Fortune. I talked to you a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like I say, it's too hard to say who's. and they always improve. You know, even the bands that you hear all the time when they first started, if you see some of our earlier videos and hear them now, it's a world of difference.
And isn't that a beautiful thing to have
That's
documented?
Well,
That's
we'll-
like our
Yes.
favorite thing here is being able to watch that journey. You can go back and watch them.
Sure.
Not great. And then you watch them now and you're like, dang, you've gone so far.
We don't know how many years we can do this because we started pretty late, but we'll do as long as we can. As long as they let me have my driver's license.
Yeah.
I hope to see you guys out at a venue recording bands, just Crypt Keeper style. I want to see decrepit oxygen tank just still recording.
No, I don't want to see that at
In our
all.
hover rounds, me and John will be in our hover rounds. Hang on.
We got golf carts. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just GoPro up, guys. You'll be fine. You'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Was it time for me to
Yes,
announce
please
the
make
video?
an
Yes.
announcement.
Well, first off, I'd like to thank all the bands again. They're just
Oh, man,
wonderful.
yeah.
And I also want
Awesome.
to tell the people, the fans, the bands around town out there, if you missed the last party last Sunday, we're going to have another one.
Ooh, when?
That's for me. That's for
And
me.
guess where it's going to be?
Yeah.
Where?
Right across the street.
Four Towns?
Oh.
Well, we're gonna do.
They're going to
band-
close street like they do in
On the
favorite countries.
stage?
We're gonna
Yeah.
have acoustic acts inside Four Towns,
Yeah.
and we're gonna have bands on the
on the hill.
concrete stage.
Heck yeah.
And
they're going to meet and greet, and they'll have tables to
Oh,
sell
I
their
love
stuff.
that.
And
How
When
did
is-
this come about?
we haven't got a date yet, but sometime around late fall,
magically happen.
early October, or
Magic.
late September. That's-
Oh, that's going to be
Somewhere in that
nice.
vicinity.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
the fall, too, that's going to be beautiful weather.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Good time for that.
It's we normally have a anniversary party, and then later on we have a meet and greet.
Where they
Okay.
can meet the band
So-
members. They set up their tables, sell their T-shirts, and
Yeah, I love that.
like a band flea market. And maybe we get some food trucks in here and stuff.
I love a good food truck. Definitely always got to have food trucks.
So
So you guys have a
this
lot
town's
of...
been very good, so we
I agree.
Forward it, yeah.
Yeah. You guys
Good
have a
place,
lot of sponsors for bands around town.
Yes.
How many sponsors are you guys up to?
I'm
Any
gonna
clue?
say 50,
Plethora.
50,
Six.
but they're not all paid
Oh.
sponsors. It's
A lot of them we work for food.
Yeah, can't you tell?
If they throw us a cheeseburger, we're easy on it.
love it. I love it.
We were in one venue one time. I won't mention it, and I go up to them and I go, "Would you mind feeding this?" And they kind of give me the funny look, and I said, "We stay longer." And he goes, "What do you want to eat?"
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny. That is great.
So yeah,
You know,
and I like
we don't do it for the money because they just take taxes and take it from you anyway. So
True
that's
story.
why we don't hardly charge. We don't charge bands anything. We do it for bands.
Yeah, bands for free, but if you are a business,
Well, we don't charge them. It's up to them if they want to donate to help, like get our computer or give us donations.
yeah.
They always pretty generous.
Yeah. Copper Fox is a sponsor of Bands Around
I was
Town,
gonna
by the
mention that,
way.
Mhm.
Which is where we are right now here in Copper Fox Contrived. That's our little place here
Right.
on Main
Oh, yeah.
Street. This is our wonderful work. We forgot to mention at the very beginning, but yeah, that's why you're seeing us in a different space.
I tell you what, you never find a cuter place. I'm
Oh,
telling you
thank
that.
you.
It's really,
pretty nice place.
really nice place. Nice ladies.
Thanks. We bust our butts in here daily, so we're kind of proud of it.
Her daily, not me daily.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
me
lie.
daily. Sporadically, it's okay.
Well, I'd like to thank both of you for taking away from a band that was going to be on the Stair Step Jam and have the two old guys in a sit down talk.
We heard you guys were going to be doing a stairwell session for us today.
Yeah, so I don't know where
yeah,
you got the
well,
confusion.
I told them, I said, if it's going to be on the steps, better be the first one.
Oh, that's funny.
And Tippy, I
Hard
want
to
to
go.
congratulate you and compliment you on your ukulele playing.
Thank you.
You're doing a heck of a job.
Thank you.
I have a
yeah.
ukulele collection that you're going to have there.
She's gonna come rob your ukulele
Listen,
collection.
She'll be Googling this
Put
tonight.
me in the will there, buddy boy.
Yeah,
Those on down to me.
they're made out of koa wood from
Oh,
Hawaii.
really?
Yeah, I have 4 or 5 of them.
What
and
kinds do you have? So I've got a concert and a
this is
tenor.
concert and tenors. I have concert
Yeah?
and tenors.
You got a soprano?
Like it says
No.
plural tenors, concerting
listen to him.
tenors.
Do you have a baritone? That's what I really want.
No.
He's like,
You got a
no,
bass?
just all concerts and tenors.
Yeah. She's a true musician. She's a true musician.
I got
plays
bass.
one. She wants them all.
That's true. It's dangerous. I just sent Tina.
I think I got a soprano ukulele. I got a
Do you?
yeah. I got a bass. I don't have a baritone ukulele. So that thing sounds as good as any bass. That thing's awesome.
Yeah.
And they're, it's acoustic electric.
What is your baritone?
No, it's a bass.
A
I don't
bass
have
ukulele?
baritone. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Which is,
Cool.
And
Yeah.
You trying to get rid of that?
no, but you can use it whenever you want.
Yeah.
It's
The
just
ones
sitting upstairs. I don't.
Yeah, the ones I have are from 1960.
Yeah,
Dang, that's
his
so
are worth a lot of money.
cool.
Mine are from Amazon.
Oh, see, I'm just
Mine's
trying to
from the
play
Amazon.
'em.
His is from Hawaii.
That's really cool. Very
Yeah,
cool.
I went to Hawaii, and we had a job in Hawaii in 1991, and I was fortunate enough to buy 2 guitars and 4 ukuleles.
You probably you never heard, but it used to be a big thing. K-Tel Records.
That they're too young for that.
Yeah, but I mean, he played with the band that did the K-Tel Records.
They were a
have to
band
get up.
on Channel 11 in the city,
Yeah.
and they would copy music and sell their records. Oh,
What
what's
is this?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I brought this in for you to autograph for me.
Aww.
What did you get that at? Hey.
Where'd you find that at?
that's so
Hey, that's one good-looking son of a gun. Don't you ever die.
I've seen that. It's like I've had that for probably 6 months. I was like, I'm going to get his autograph on this picture.
Goodness.
It's funny, when I was in this band,
Yeah.
the Elvis impersonator was, they got a picture of it. The Elvis impersonator was really, really good, and we would play like pretty good sized venues.
Yeah.
And after we got done, I thought it was really corny at the time, but it was kind of cool now. But we'd have to autograph a bunch of stuff, and it was kind of neat.
It's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna make you sign that.
I will definitely. It won't make it worth anymore, though. I can tell you that.
It'll be worth a lot. That's what matters.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty
So,
neat.
what is coming up for bands around town other than your great big announcement of we're all going to party again? What's on the horizon, guys?
Just to stay alive. That's the main thing.
Stay alive. I
Stay
love
alive. Get out there.
We play day by day. We're always, and we like to change too. We don't want to stay in the same rut.
Yeah.
Jim always comes up with some great ideas. And
Should I tell my last
drives
one?
me crazy, but that's all
it.
right.
Yeah. What was your last one?
I started a new game. It hasn't taken off,
No.
so I'll have to try another one. But
No.
it's kind of corny, but I'll tell you what it is anyway.
We wouldn't expect anything less from you then.
It was.
This is just today I heard this.
Kiki Wow was playing at Spokes, and she had these really wild-looking boots on. So I started a game, and I'm just going to take pictures of people's shoes,
Mm-hmm.
and then the game is somebody you shoe know.
Oh.
He's gonna post
I
it. You
dig
gotta guess.
it, Jimmy.
I like
Do you really?
that. I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
It honestly is. Okay.
Well,
As a woman who's quirky out in the scene, I wear a lot of funky shoes. So
Oh, yeah.
that's
See,
a great
that-
thing,
Yeah.
Then these are just
That
flip
could
flops.
be
But I
anybody's.
mean,
Yeah, right
usually I've got crazier shoes on.
Yeah.
Well, that's the difference between us young folks, 69 and under, and then 70-year-olds. They don't think it's near as funny.
69 and under. We're lumped in the same age bracket. Hold on. Oh, gosh. All right, guys. Well, it has been an absolute pleasure sitting down with you guys today. It has been a long time coming. I know that.
Well,
Yep.
we're-
Yeah,
And you'll
Thank you.
definitely find our asses at the next party in September.
for sure.
Oh,
for
okay.
sure.
Well,
So-
No excuse. It's literally like right across the street.
across the street. We'll be out there. I'll be there all day for sure. That's what I do.
Well, it used to hurt my feelings. Now I just feel sorry for people that don't make it.
Yeah, you missed out.
So-
But
Absolutely.
I do got to say the Twin Eagles Resort was very helpful.
kind.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
kind, and they helped us with everything, and they want us back next year there.
Beautiful. Very awesome.
Yep.
No.
And I'd also like to mention before we go, support our sponsors. Come here and buy a flower.
Oh,
do
absolutely.
something. Support the sponsors and make it worth their while being a sponsor. And
More money
and-
you make them, the more gas money we get.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the more equipment we can buy, because we want to get nothing but the best for the bands. We want to get all the top-notch stuff that we can, afford, and just promote the bands at the highest quality that we can.
Yeah.
And stay alive. That's all we want to do. And one more thing.
Hey, Vans Around Town has a special saying. If you guys know it, what is it?
Always be kind.
That's right. We're out.